The one mistake that we all could be doing in our daily lives that prevents us from getting all the positive results and the benefic results that we hope to achieve in our lives. That's what I talk about today. Hello everybody, I'm Tina Chaudhary. Welcome to my channel and a very warm namaste. Aham Brahmasmi. Have you experienced in your life that there are certain things that you try, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much effort you put into it, you just don't get the good results from it, or you don't get the results as well as you expected? In fact, some of the times they actually end up in a negative way. Now, why is that? Well, Vedic astrology does have an explanation for that, and that is explained by the concept of a muhurat. What is a muhurat? Muhurat is the measurement and the study of time based on the planetary alignments. Basically, it deals with the energy of each day and specifically the energy of each hour. So Vedic astrology says that each day has its own vibrational energy, which is based on the placement of the moon and the nakshatra that the moon is placed in. A nakshatra means a constellation. Not only that there's 24 hours, of course we know that, but each hour has its own vibrational energy. So we understand that each hour within the daily 24-hour period corresponds to the planetary energy of a certain planet. So it's best suited for doing certain tasks. But within each 24-hour period, or within every day, there exists a 90-minute period that is so malefic that no good auspicious work should be started or commenced during this 90-minute period. A lot of times, of course, unknowingly, most of us do start or initialize or do certain things within that 90-minute period, and then we don't see success from that endeavor or whatever work that we've started during that 90-minute period. And that is why a lot of times we don't see success or we don't see positive results as a result of the effort that we're putting in. Vedic astrology says that the success or failure of anything that we do, any small thing or big thing that we do, depends on when that work is commenced. It's very important to start anything that we do in a good muhurat. Muhurat means when the planetary energies are very conducive and very positive to that kind of work. But at the very least, they should never be started or commenced during this 90-minute period that exists on a daily basis. If we do, we always never seem to see good results from it. In fact, they may actually result in very negative results as well. Some of the activities that we do, no matter how much effort we put into these activities, we never seem to get good results. They could be very small activities like making a phone call to somebody because you're asking for a favor. It could be big things like going for a job interview. It could also mean very big things like purchasing a home, putting an offer on a home, buying a vehicle. But it could also mean small things like sending out a job resume or making, like I said, an important phone call where you're trying to negotiate something. All of these activities should not be started during this 90-minute malefic period that exists within each day. And so today I'm going to talk about and explain this 90-minute malefic period that exists on each day and why you should never start anything during this period. If you avoid starting anything during this 90-minute period every day in your daily life, you're going to start seeing success in things that you do. And that is why this is the first step to success in your life. Avoid this 90-minute period every day that exists in doing anything important. And you're going to start seeing success in things that you do, things that you initialize in your life, and the important things that you want to commence in your life. All of this 24-hour period each day, where each hour corresponds to a planet, there is a 90-minute phase that is ruled by Rahu, or the North Node. Now, we all understand North Node to be a malefic planet, or it's not even a planet, it's a virtual planet. It doesn't have any mass or body structure, or it doesn't have a structure. It's the shadow, the north shadow of the moon, and hence it's considered quite malefic in nature. Whenever it has an impact in a certain way, most of the time the impact of Rahu is malefic. I've said in my previous videos that sometimes Rahu is capable of giving very positive results. But when you use that in the concept of Hora or Muhurat, Rahu is considered malefic in nature. So every day there's a 90-minute phase where the energy is of Rahu. This is called Rahu Kaal, and this is believed to be the most malefic time of the day. So basically there's a 90-minute phase that is called Rahu Kaal, that is ruled by the north node called Rahu in each 24-hour period, that is considered extremely malefic in nature. It means that no auspicious work, no work that you expect to see benefic results from should be commenced during this Rahu Kaal period or this 90 minutes, or you will not get good results from it. In fact, you may actually end up with negative results from it, because like I said, Rahu is a malefic planet. What are some of the things that you should not start or commence when the Rahu Kaal period is running? So I have a list of things, so I don't forget. I'm going to go through them and list. So I'm saying no auspicious activity or work should be started during the Rahu Kaal period. So commencing new ventures, new projects, new jobs should not be done when the Rahu Kaal is running. Starting any kind of negotiation, purchasing a home, purchasing any real estate, purchasing of vehicles should not be done when the Rahu Kaal period is running. Getting married obviously is not a good idea when the Rahu Kaal is going on. Also, any auspicious prayers or manifestations that you hope to get good results from. When we pray, we always hope to get good results, good blessings from the gods. Should not be done during a Rahu Kaal, because the energy in the universe is of Rahu, not of the blessing, but more malefic energy of Rahu is going to be present in the universe. So shouldn't be done or commenced during the Rahu Kaal. Starting on a journey or embarking on a journey, leaving the home to do something that you really want to achieve should not be started during Rahu Kaal. And then again, manifestations, any proposal, presenting to people. Also, if you need to make any important phone calls to people that are very important to you, don't start it. Don't start the call during the Rahu Kaal process. So this is based on my whole life. I have made sure that I've never started something during the Rahu Kaal period, and usually there's times when I've had to, and I've always noticed that I don't get the good results. So this is from personal experience that I'm sharing this with you. Don't start anything during the Rahu Kaal period. If you started something already prior to the Rahu Kaal period, but it's going through the Rahu Kaal period and you're going through it, it's fine. The only difference is that you don't start it while the Rahu Kaal period is going through. But if you started it prior and it's still going through while the Rahu Kaal, then it's fine. The list of things that I'm just mentioning that you shouldn't do is a very, very short list. But of course, like I mentioned earlier, I'm saying that nothing important should be commenced during this malefic Rahu Kaal. So it could be small things, it could be big things. So just kind of use your judgment, and if it's important enough for you, don't do anything or initialize or commence anything during this Rahu Kaal. Again, this list is a very short list just to kind of give you an idea, but definitely it includes anything that you want to do or start should not be started during the Rahu Kaal. So now that I've scared you enough, let me tell you what times the Rahu Kaal occurs on each day. So it occurs in a predefined manner during set times on the different days of the week. So during each 24-hour period, there's a 90-minute period we've already determined, but it's always different for each day of the week. So it's whatever it is on Monday, it's not on Tuesday. So every day of the week, it's a different time. And so here's the chart of when Rahu Kaal occurs for each day of the week. And so these are just benchmark timings it's usually around this time. It can vary by a few minutes up or down based on your local area, because Rahu Kaal is calculated based on the time of the sunrise of each local area. So this is a good benchmark to use, but if you want to get it to the minute, then what you need to do is just Google and say Rahu Kaal for your local area, and it will tell you the exact minutes. So like I said, the exact minutes could be off by a few minutes. It could be a little before or after this sheet that I have prepared for you. But usually this is a good benchmark to use. If you want, like I said, exact minutes, you can Google it for your local area. But this is the timings that you can use. Now my next panel shows the times more clearly. And if you want, you can go on to my next panel. You can pause the video and just take a picture on your phone so you can have it very handy and you know the times to avoid. So now that you've seen the panel, you've probably taken a picture of it. You know what I would suggest is you please do try this out where you follow this Rahu Kaal methodology. Don't try to start anything new. Don't try to do any important task. Don't commence any new task during the Rahu Kaal, and see how it changes your life. You'll notice one thing on here, and that on Monday the Rahu Kaal starts at 7:30 in the morning and it goes till 9 o'clock. Now in the United States, it's very common for people to start their jobs on a Monday morning at 8 o'clock, and they're starting it at Rahu Kaal. It's not a coincidence that so many people have trouble with their jobs. They go through a lot of stress in their jobs, and a lot of people lose their jobs, they change their jobs constantly, and then they have issues with their jobs. And because a lot of them are starting their jobs during a Rahu Kaal timing. And so again, like I said, you need to make sure you just try it for a month and see if things start changing and you start seeing better results. Personally, I have followed this all my life almost, and I have seen very different results when I've neglected to follow it as opposed to when I do follow it, even in the smaller things in my life, like going for a beauty treatment or starting out to on a trip or something. I will always try to make sure that I don't do anything or start anything during Rahu Kaal. I've had amazing success with this. So this is a life changer. This is a game changer. Please, please, please try to follow this. It will change your life to a very big extent. You'll see that things that you're doing or starting during the Rahu Kaal you're not meeting with success. But when you do it outside of it, you will see better success if you've put in the good effort. You're trying it, with good effort and with good energy. If you like this video, give me a like, and definitely this is something you want to share with friends and family because so many people are struggling in so many things. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And one more thing, my predictions for December are already out. The video is out. I'll put a link in my description box. So if you haven't watched my December predictions, make sure you also do that. So thank you very much. I'll see you on my next video, and hope you have a wonderful month, and hope you have a lot of good luck following this methodology. Goodbye for now. See you on my next video.